Hi and welcome to DNet Member Training. Today we're going to be talking about the ability to see all of the different opportunities and leads and so forth within the network. And our goal is to help support you in being able to help you find vendors to place leads and opportunities with that maybe aren't a good fit for you, or maybe you're a speaker and you're doing lead generation for a handful of vendors within our network. So it's very easy to be able to review and find vendors within the network. You probably watched previous videos that show you how to search vendors, which you can do here. You can simply go to advanced search and you can search for any vendor product or service, for example, like this. Now, in addition to that, it's also easy to be able to go through inventory and to be able to find different products and services. Again, you can look at advanced search to be able to find by SKU or by vendor and so forth. So if I'm looking for focus, I can simply click on, actually they don't have theirs in there. So advanced search, you can search by pretty much anything as long as they've got it filled out in the system. All right, now, if I have a lead or an opportunity, so let me give you a case scenario. The case scenario is Casey Everhart is the speaker. He generates a new lead at a speaking event, and he booked this internally. So Janice is a new lead that came through this particular campaign, which is called the $1 Million Message. So Janice got assigned to, or Casey wants to assign Janice to one of our strategists in the system. So right now it's assigned to Casey, but he wants to be able to send this over to a strategist. So right here, he has the ability in selling stage to say sent to corporate strategist, and he can put here strategy review by Karen Glasser, for example. Now, he would leave this as a lead because it's not been qualified yet. He'd go ahead and save this. Now, this is your lead number right up here. And if Casey wants to send this to vendor, who is actually Karen Glasser, who happens to be playing a strategist role, then he would simply go over to our DNet TV website, and under here you'll see DNet TV Referral Network. So he's ready to send this particular opportunity to her. So he would simply go to send a referral. He would say he wants to send, this is a speaker to a strategist referral. His company name within the system, his email, phone number, leader opportunity number. This is where you're going to put the leader opportunity number that you want to send. So this is the leader opportunity. We'll simply grab this, go back over here, and we're going to paste that, which is lead number 1864, Janice Sogata. Now, we want to send this to a different member. So, in this particular situation, we want to send this to PYP, because that's what her vendor name is in the system, Karen Glasser. And for this one, this is a strategy session, see notes. If they were going to, if you knew specifically they wanted a website quote, then you could do that. Now it says, do you have a signed referral agreement with this member? So here it says, yes, we have a signed agreement and it's been uploaded to the file section of my CRM. It's signed and we will upload it to the file section of the CRM. No, it's not signed yet, but it will be soon, or there is no referral there is no referral agreement or referral fees for this particular lead. You can also leave additional comments, so he can say 911. This is an urgent request. I am at an event. Please send to Karen. All right. So, and then you would submit this request. Now, let me show you what happens at that point. Okay, so this is the lead. It's owned currently by Casey, which is Blue Horseshoe Enterprise, and I need to be able to reassign this. So someone in our office is going to go into the system, and we're going to choose to send this to Promote Your Passion, and we're going to assign it to Karen Glasser because that's what the request is. When we submit this, we're going to dispatch the lead. So one, it's going to change this lead owner. So there's going to be two things that's going to happen. So you'll see right here, it says this lead will be set to canceled after redispatch, which means Casey will be able to remain the owner of a canceled lead in his system for Janice. That lead will be sent as an open lead to his strategist, who happens to be Karen Glasser in this situation. All right. Now, if I was to submit this, I need to assign it to Karen, and I want to submit this. Are you sure? So now what we've done essentially is we've taken this opportunity because of Casey's request, and it shows a note in here that we dispatched that lead, and we've moved it to Karen Glasser because Karen Glasser is now the strategist on this particular lead. So Karen is going to go through the DNet strategy process. They're going to evaluate the opportunity, determine the needs of the consumer, and Karen is going to choose a vendor that they want to submit this opportunity to. So same thing, once Karen has completed the strategy assessment for Janice and knows exactly what she needs, the very next thing she's going to do is go find a vendor within the system, search for particular products or services inside the inventory module, and then when she feels like she's got a good grasp of what they need, when they need it, how they need it done, then she is going to go back to DNet under DNet Referral Network, and she is now going to request to send this referral to another consumer. So now this is a strategist to a vendor referral, and it's coming from Karen Glasser. We'll say that's all the same information. The lead number is still the same, and now we're going to send this to Focus Consulting. Patrick Almond, for example. And now we're going to say they want pay-per-click. And yes, we have a referral agreement on file. They can attach the referral agreement right here if they choose. You guys, if you don't have a referral agreement, it is right here. Download the referral agreement. So whoever you're doing business with, if it's with the strategist, if it's with another vendor, if it's vendor to vendor, speaker to vendor, if you're a vendor in the system and you have a speaker that's out there generated leads and opportunities for you day in and day out, you want to make sure you've got these agreements on file before you start doing business. It's just good business practice. All right. And then she's going to submit it. So in the system, the next thing we would do is we will go through, we will reassign this, and we would now go change this over to Focus Consulting, and we will submit this to Patrick. And we would submit that lead there. So now you have an example of a lead that came in through the system from a speaker. The speaker sent it to a strategist. The strategist completed their portion of it, which is qualifying the opportunity. They chose a vendor they want to send it to. And you guys, our strategists sometimes will send them to more than one vendor because they want multiple price quotes. So if I was to go through, choose Patrick, and I was to submit this opportunity, then it's going to dispatch it to Patrick, and he's going to get a notification in his email that he has a lead. One thing you really want to watch is you want to make sure that you keep really good notes in the event section. Those notes, the description notes, are all passed transaction to transaction to transaction. So if you can imagine, if you belong to a small little networking group and there's 10 of you and you're handing a referral to somebody, normally if that's not a good referral, the opportunity dies. However, in this situation, actually last night I was with one of our strategic partners, and he said that he did a speaking engagement, and there was interest in the room from somebody who really needed sales training. Well, the challenge is that his sales training is much higher price than her budget would account for. So the great part is even though that wasn't a good opportunity for him, he's able to easily add the lead to the system and then simply send that lead over to a different vendor in the system who has incredible sales training but has a lower price point. Maybe they're more local, or they do shorter sessions, or they don't have as many materials, or their operational costs are lower. Whatever the reasons are that they vary on price point, now that's a great opportunity. So in that situation, it was speaker to speaker that the referral took place. So it's very simple. Now let me give you one more case scenario. If you're in the network or out of the network and you don't know who to send something to, you need help, you're brand new, you don't have a strategist that you've been working with, you don't have any relationships with any of the vendors yet, and you just need some help, there's a couple things that you can do. Number one, you can sign up for our coaching program. This is a fast track program where you can come into the network and have a senior strategist or a senior executive help make a ton of introductions for you, get you involved with the right vendors, get you involved with the right strategist, and really spend time consulting with you to help you make the most of your membership with the network, as well as to help you accelerate results. The second thing you can do is, if you need help and you're not sure who to ask, is go under DNet Referral Network and say request a referral. This means maybe you have a customer that needs help with a product or service, or maybe you need help. So you can simply fill this out. It says, are you a member or a guest? If you're a guest and you're visiting the site and you need a web designer, just fill out the information. We'll get you taken care of. So you'll put information about your company or whoever the consumer is. What can we help you with? What is your budget? And what do you need help with? Is it advertising, public relations? Is it arts? Is it business development? And this has tons of different options. And then once we know what you need help with, we can get you to the right person and help really expedite that process. So 2 easy things we went over. The first one is, how do you send a lead or an opportunity from yourself to a different member within the network? It's very simple. You can go here. And then the next one is, if you're not sure who to send it to and you need a recommendation, just fill out the request a referral and we'll get you taken care of. This is a little bit more of an advanced training. I'm not going to go over it entirely right now, but if you are a heavy hitter from a speaker standpoint and you're generating a ton of leads and opportunities, and you need to be able to send leads and opportunities to your specific strategist in bulk, you can do that. We'll show you how to do that in a more advanced file. So if you're concerned that, oh my gosh, I need to be able to send 50 leads over to my strategist that all need technology assistance, don't worry, you don't have to use this form for that. You can do that in a batch process, and we'll show you how to do that as well. So thank you so much. I hope this helps. If you are interested in seeing how to also make a large transfer of leads and opportunities from vendor to vendor, speaker to vendor, speaker to strategist, and so forth, then you guys go check out the advanced referral training, and we'll get you caught up to speed. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much, and you guys have a good time in the network. If you're brand new and watching this video for the first time and you're interested in joining the network, you can apply online by going to dnettv.com, and at the very top of the website there's a series of different application opportunities. Go ahead and fill that out. We'll get you in touch with someone at the company, and we can go from there. Thanks again, and we'll see you online.